So what's up guys, and welcome to my best Android apps for January 2017. And I have to say, we've got some real winners on this list. So sit back, relax, and get ready to download some apps. So first up, we've got Polygen. And the best way to describe it is, you know those really nice, really clean, minimalist polygon wallpapers that you see? Well, this app lets you make them. So you simply input any photo or gradient, go through the algorithm, and it pretty much creates it for you. You can decide to increase or decrease the number of polygons on the screen, which can give you either a cleaner or more sophisticated look, and it gives you a couple of other settings to play with. You can tweak the color palette, or you can even tweak how the polygons behave with each other. So for those of you who use WhatsApp, which, judging by the download numbers, should be quite a few of you, Cubot basically makes it a lot smarter. It lets you draw information from the internet into your conversations. So if after a certain search term you type in @news, it'll bring in news, the latest news of that subject. If you type in @gif, it'll bring in GIFs. If you type in @wiki, it'll use Wikipedia and basically bring out a summary of whatever you've searched. Pretty cool. So next up is an application that I've been waiting for my entire life. And this is Rocker Locker. Once installed, every time you adjust the volume on your smartphone, it'll go straight to adjusting the media volume. And it makes so much more sense than the default Android option because it's very rare that people actually want to change their notification volume or change the volume of their incoming messages. And so the next application, which is kind of linked to the last one, is Dingus. And again, it solves a very simple problem. But what it does is once your screen is on, it'll stop the notification sounds from happening, which makes a lot of sense because once you're using your smartphones, you're already getting pop-up notifications when things happen, so it doesn't need to make external buzzing noises on top of that. Rolling in at number 5, we've got Screenshot Utility. And it's nothing revolutionary, but it's a basic tool that allows you to edit in pretty much any way you'd want to all the screenshots you take. You can draw over them, you can add boxes, circles, and one of my favorite features is the ability to blur things. So to bring focus to certain parts of the screenshot, you can blur the rest of it. So then we've got Wally, and this is not just another wallpaper app. It's actually a carefully selected community of artists who are actually all earning revenue from posting their artworks exclusively on the app. So as a result, there's some really high quality stuff from all over the world here. You've got minimalist stuff, you've got industrial stuff, you've got colorful stuff, and it's all super high resolution and looks great on most modern phone displays. And whilst the quantity of wallpapers isn't as high as on other wallpaper apps, the quality of the content is as high as I've ever seen it. Next up, PiControl. And this is not actually a very new app, but I've only just discovered it recently, and I have to say, it's probably the best side-swiping control mechanism I've ever tried. So it's got a ridiculous amount of customization, and it's very easy to activate. It's responsive, and all you do is you simply swipe in from the left or the right hand side, or even the top or bottom corners, and it brings up a little navigation circle. And the really awesome thing about PiControl, the reason that it's got even more functionality than its competitors, is that it responds differently depending on whether you hold your finger over certain commands or you let go. It can overlay across any application, and can genuinely save you quite a lot of time. So next up, Carrman. And this is an icon pack, and one of the more distinct ones on the market at that. It's got a slightly faded, slightly darker theme, kind of reminded me of Retro Rica for a little bit. It comes bundled with a lot of similar fitting wallpapers, and I have to say it's a lot of fun to use. So guys, there we have it. Those were my best Android apps for January 2017. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to smash that like button. These videos take me a really long time to make. And with that being said, I'm Mr. Who's the Boss, and I'm signing out.